Good morning, good morning. Good morning from,
hey,
hello, we made it. Good morning, you guys. Thank you for waiting for us to get live here. We were, long story short, the camera wasn't connecting with the cable to be able to have this beautiful Canon camera connect on the live with our system here. So it was a little bit tricky and we kept trying it over and rebooting the computer, and finally it's now working, and it's really finicky, so we can't touch a single thing. But welcome you guys. Wow, we have, hey, it's Chris. We just saw that you became a member to our YouTube channel. That is really cool, because when you guys are members, we're still linking everything, but we have what's called the Discord server set up, and you're going to have like special chats with us. So this is really cool. So thank you for joining. That's really awesome. Chloe's over there doing schoolwork. She's going to join in a second, but we're all wondering why she's doing schoolwork. She's giving us the look. All right. Good morning, Stephen.
Hey.
Hi. Hola,
Bob
Jose. Hi, Nora. Hey, guys. So nice to see you from the UK. That's awesome.
Derek from Madison.
Ooh, awesome. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. This is going to be really fun. We are in beautiful
Queenstown,
New Zealand. Okay, wait. We got to describe Queenstown, because not everyone's from New Zealand, so you guys might not know what this place is like.
If any of you guys remember, do you guys remember us doing lives from this couch at all?
Anyone remember? Well, they may not have been following our channel back then, you know? When we arrived to New Zealand, the very first week we were in Christchurch, then we drove to Queenstown, and the day we were driving to Queenstown,
we got the announcement.
Jacinda Ardern, which is the Prime Minister of New Zealand, gets on the radio. We're listening and we're watching on her, like on our phones, and she announces the country's going into a full lockdown. And then we got announcements on our phone, and it said, wherever you stay tonight, you must stay for the next 4 weeks, I think it was. And we were like, holy, because we had booked this place for 1 week. And so we were like, what's going to happen? We had no food in our car because it was full of luggage. We start driving down to Queenstown, and we start stopping at grocery stores because we thought everyone was like in a panic. And then we're going to the grocery stores, and there was no bread, no flour, no like toilet paper. We were like, oh my gosh. So we started stopping at every grocery store. Long story short, we made it to here. This place is a second home. It's kind of like their little chalet in the beautiful Queenstown kind of area. And so we were able to stay the whole lockdown. And so
it ended up being like 8 weeks we were in this house. So it really feels familiar and like a second home, if you will.
Yeah, we got back. We knew where everything is. You know, it's just
honestly, many homes feel like home to us, but this one was special.
We got little Gary from Liverpool. That's cool.
Hey.
Armando. Hello. Hi from Winnipeg. Whoa, that's so cool. I'm not sure if we've ever had you watch before, but I don't remember anyone from Winnipeg joining, so that's really cool.
Joanna from Wellington. Hey.
Cool. Hey, Joanna. Joe. Armando. Oh, we've got Basic Fishing. Good morning. This is so nice to have you guys all here. Hope you're well. Lovely to meet you the other day on the mailboat cruise. Oh, it's Ryan. He was our skipper on the mailboat cruise. Yeah. Hey, that's so much fun. If you guys didn't see the Instagram stories, I guess they would have expired already, but we posted some Instagram stories of doing this really unique thing in the Marlborough Sounds. So for those of you not from New Zealand, the Marlborough Sounds are like these, how would you call it or describe it?
Like
kind of like peninsula, like not canals, like fjords almost.
Yeah. In
New Zealand, and they are massive, so massive that Ryan, who's watching, the skipper, was giving the announcements, and he said it was 1/5 of the landmass that goes around the sounds is 1/5 of the size of the New Zealand coastline. So just to give you perspective of how huge it is, and so there's all these homes along the sounds. And these people live so remote that sometimes the only interaction they have is with this boat that delivers the mail. And so the girls got a chance to literally deliver mail to all the people and hand it. And then what else do they do with the dogs and stuff?
They give the dogs treats as you go along, because it was something like, back then, the dogs used to call them to tell them that the mail boat's coming. So they still do it nowadays, where they give the dog a treat, because then the dog comes up to the boat when it arrives.
Yeah. So the dog usually probably gets going, and then the owners of the house, because they might not be close to the water, they might have a hike down, right? So, it's just a really cool experience. So,
you know what's really cool that I got to do, that Ryan let me do, is I actually skippered a boat at one point. And I was actually going out for quite a while, and I was able to go past ferries, and it was amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful. It was a beautiful day for it. I can't wait to, like, we're going to be posting all these videos you'll see of New Zealand, and that will be one of them. So it'll be really cool. Oh, rainy Wellington. Well, here's what's interesting. We thought we were going to have rain in Queenstown every single day, and it is overcast, but it's not raining. So we were a little concerned because we're like, oh, it's really hard to, like, do anything and film things. And so we're really happy. And we're really happy that we didn't go back into lockdown, because if those of you watching from New Zealand, you know that there was like an announcement yesterday that COVID spread into the other communities. And so we were really concerned. We're like, oh my gosh, we're reliving history coming here to Queenstown. But no, we're good. Down on the South Island, we are good. So
Somebody said, could you tell us the funny story with the drone and the bird?
Oh.
Okay, so back up. So
if you guys, basically, if you want to see live updates as well, check out our Instagram, Growing Up Without Borders.
yeah, so we post Instagram stories of more current of what we're doing. And we decided to do these beautiful scenic drives. And we went a little bit on a detour, and we went all the way to Mount Cook. Like, Mount Cook is like the Matterhorn of New Zealand. Like the
Tallest mountain here.
Yeah, huge. And Sir Edmund Hillary climbed it before he did Mount Everest. So we learned all these cool things. And as we were going, we decided to, like, film with the drone. Fly the drone.
It was very strange because you usually see seagulls when you're by the water.
Yeah.
And here we were, like, in a valley with absolutely no seagulls. Like,
With a beautiful view of the mountains.
there shouldn't have been seagulls, but there were seagulls. And whenever you fly the drone, when the seagulls see it, they just want to attack it. So we were flying the drone. And so every time we try to go down, it tried to hit it. So then we go 2 times higher, and then we had to keep going up and up. And then it was just like the drone got so high in the sky we couldn't even see it, and we were trying to take it
I'm saying get it down.
Because our friends said if they come, usually they won't fly up. So what you do is you pop it up really high. So Angelique, unfortunately, you turned off the filming. We only got the bird coming in once, but she turned off the actual filming, and she kept popping it up. And as she was coming down, it started, like, attacking the drone. Yeah. And so she was panicking. I didn't even know. I could see, like, in a distance, like, because I was driving, and I was like, what are they doing? But they got it, and the drone's okay.
I honestly thought the drone could have been, like, taken by the birds there, but
I don't know that they would actually touch it.
Well, the thing is, if they bump into it and then it sends it crashing, when it go flying.
Thankfully, we were in the middle of nowhere, so no one would have been hurt. And then, so what was crazy is then we're driving, and we've got this beautiful car with a car company called Apex Car Rental. And you'll see in our upcoming videos, we're actually going to work with them and promote them, because, like, Apex Car Rentals is like the Kiwi way to rent your car, and it's a subdivision of Avis Budget, but it's its own Kiwi kind of brand, or at the time it was. And anyway, so this is why we're filming and everything. And, you know, the car I'm typically driving, when I'm driving, it doesn't really, like, when you go maybe 100, you can feel it because it's an older vehicle. When you have a brand new vehicle, you don't feel 100, nor do you feel 123 or whatever it was. And this police officer, undercover, is in front of us, and I catch up to him at 123. And I mean, the roads are, like, empty, and it's straight, and it's easy to do. And he starts his sirens, and not sirens, but his lights, and then another police is coming, and I'm thinking, oh, shoot. Anyway, I lost 35 demerit points off my license, you guys. That's a lot, because you only get...
free chances, so you can only get 2 more times, and then you're done.
Don't you get 100 or 200 demerits?
Something like that.
In 2 years?
But we've never been pulled over by the cops here.
No, he was really nice. And he was, like, telling us where to go and where the beautiful scenic routes are. He was really nice, but he still gave us a whopping $175 ticket. I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you kidding me? And then after that, I'm mindful, right? So then I'm driving, and I kept catching myself going over the speed limit because the car is so smooth and so beautiful that you don't feel the speed. It's, like, really bad. Anyway, so that's what happened. And he was like, oh, yeah, I saw you guys flying the drone, and I saw you on the side of the road a few times. And we're like, yeah, okay, anyway.
Up to Queenstown today, Steven says. Are you here?
Up to Queenstown. We are. We are right now in Queenstown. And we're going to do really cool things. Like, we're going to do the drive out to Glenorchy because it's beautiful. But we're also going to go up the mountain. And
last time we were here, we were just coming out of lockdown. So it's not like a lot of things are open. So right now, with the fact that things are lively and open, it's really cool. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah, the city has I guess you can call
we did Milford, but it was still, like, just like after, you know? It was level 2 start, sort of.
Yeah. Like everything was just starting to open up, whereas now everything's open.
Skyline's open, all the tourist attractions.
And it's got this vibe. And we want to... Go
Can I
ahead.
say something?
Yeah.
Someone's coming to Queenstown in March and they want to know what they should see.
Ooh, okay.
Queenstown.
So,
okay, well, very quickly, definitely you can do a mountain bike trail, which is amazing. We did that
so
last
you can
time.
go from, like, you can start at, we did it from the bungee bridge. So AJ Hackett's
we
bungee
went with around
bridge.
the basin, and they like bring you there.
We went.
And this company called Around the Basin, they're right in town.
Yeah.
And they'll shuttle you from where you are to, like, let's say the bridge or wherever, and you can choose different treks to do.
Yeah.
And that one that we did, it's not so bad. Like, it's a little bit up
Yeah.
and down, and then you go all through the wineries, and you end up in Arrowtown. It's
And you
beautiful.
go over lots of those hanging bridges, which was really cool.
Yeah. And then, well, we want to go up to the Remarkables. So the one ski area that's open right now is the Remarkables. So I don't know that we'll actually get to ski, but I still want to go see it and
be nice to
experience
go.
it. Yeah. And then you could do things like, they have the luge here, which is like almost like sledding.
Yeah, you guys will see very shortly our video of Rotorua. We did the same.
Yeah, you go down the mountain on these little, there's sleds, but with wheels.
And they're not like what you think. Like, if you come from Europe, you think mountain coasters are, like, attached to
Where
the
you just like pull
things.
back or forward. These
No,
ones you
these
gotta
are
steer them,
self-control.
like, steer them down windy roads.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's going to be really fun. We'll post some Insta stories when we do that. So we're doing that, I think, tomorrow. So
Yeah.
that'll be really cool. You definitely want to go check out all the cafes and all the restaurants in town. There's like, it's loaded and it's really happening. And then there's like a really cool old kind of, I think it's a steamship boat that goes across the lake. So you can do that. And then if you want a
There's just
scenic...
different drives.
And there's like really nice walks over by Shotover River. There's like a really nice walk that you can do there. We're going to go do that as well.
And of course, the adrenaline things, bungee jumping, canyon swings,
Yeah.
river jet boats, like all
Oh
those
yeah,
things
I
are
forgot about the
invented here.
river jet boat.
All
That's
those,
cool. Yeah, there's a lot of things. So you can do like so many cool things.
Yeah.
Someone's saying you're really cute. Someone on the left. One of you girls. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you say to that? Okay. Have we been able to explore the Maori culture? We have in Rotorua. So we went to, now these are more museum kind of things, but we haven't really gone into a family's home. And that's something I was thinking would be really cool to do, where we go and like really get immersed, you know?
Yeah.
We met a lot of people from that were here from generations, and they kind of explained some of the history. Like I stayed with one girl actually in Auckland, and so she was explaining some of the things and stuff like that, but we haven't had like the traditional meal where you cook it underground called the hangi. We haven't like done that other than at Tupuya, where it was kind of more commercialized, which was really cool still.
Yeah.
When we visit Saudi Arabia, we were just talking about that. We might be leaving New Zealand real soon.
We might be there soon.
We might, yeah. So we're just planning our trips there, and we'll go through, hopefully, Saudi. We want to go to Jordan.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Abu Dhabi, potentially for an event, which is going to be really cool.
Yes.
And, so we'll go through a few countries there. That's the
We
plan.
might be back in Oman.
Yep. We're posting that on Instagram. So just so you guys don't get too confused. So we post on Instagram from our past trips. We're back on Instagram. We took a break from posting pictures. Our Instagram stories are pretty current like that. And then YouTube is way behind. And so just so that you all know, thank you. You really like our videos. That's so cool.
The bikes that you rode on TikTok, or was it last stream?
Or was this the last stream? Which bikes that we rode? Which ones do you mean?
I was gonna say the ones
On the TikTok. Oh, do you mean the ones in Oamaru?
That's what I was gonna say.
Are you talking about... Okay, Stephen, there's these like old-fashioned bikes that went in a circle. Is that what you're talking about? I think we did... Did we do a TikTok about that?
No. I don't know.
Ooh, I can't remember. We'll
Have
have to go back.
Instagram or YouTube.
Another person said he knew someone who suffered a 1K ticket, speeding ticket.
Yeah, well, the officer said that if you go 140, they literally take your license away. I was like,
speeding across town.
Maybe next time, air horn to scare the birds away. That could be a good solution.
I was thinking if there's like some high-pitched noise that the birds don't like, that you just like, it's like a sticker that you stick on the drone and you turn it on when it flies.
That would be cool. Let's move over so Chloe can sit in. Squeeze on in. You want to say good morning?
Morena.
Ooh.
Have we been to Castle Point Beach yet? Yes, we have.
Oh, yeah, that was really cool. Castle Point Beach was really, really, really beautiful. Huge waves, eh?
Where?
Remember the Castle Point
Yeah.
where when we were in Masterton
That's so
and we
fun.
drove
Yeah,
over?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really cool.
That was amazing. I loved
Oh, it was so pretty. Okay.
it. How are you going for visas?
Hip noise. How are we doing with our visas? Well, so today we are writing some letters and connecting with some hopefully influential people that can maybe see about what we can do. At this point, we're really we just need to know, can they still process our visa if we leave the country or not, because it's looking like we're going to have to
We're
go.
just hoping
So-
and like praying for something.
Yeah, and we may need to extend it by at least a few more weeks just so that we have enough time for the girls' second dose of the
Fully
vaccine
vaccinated, yeah.
to be effective, because some countries won't let you in unless it's been 2 weeks after your second dose. So we don't know, but
See.
we're working on it.
Somebody said, is Julia driving yet?
No. So me and Angelique are both of the age now that we can both drive. But to get in New Zealand, you need to show something like a school card or a bank account or something to
by
show
the-
that you're here.
Imagine
Wait
by
a
the
second.
time the girls start driving, I'm already the one learning to drive too.
I wonder if you can get a student card. So now the girls,
We can get a student card.
the
with
girls
CGA.
started a new school.
You might be right.
With Crimson Global Academy, which is technically a New Zealand online school.
And getting your license here would be much easier than Switzerland.
Yeah.
Much cheaper too. In Switzerland as well, you have to be 18, so it's not like
They can't even,
I
yeah.
can't even go till next month. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It'd be,
And then the roads are so narrow and small and bun and up and down and parallel and blah, blah, blah.
here would be much easier. Like you're talking about, like you've got like this much space between cars when you're driving by
Yeah.
them in Europe, you know, especially
up
in
and
Switzerland,
down.
and there's always people around. It's not like you've got these big open spacious like spaces with nobody around. It's,
And
like,
I think if I was
intense.
in Europe, I'd do manual learning. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I could do automatic, but manual would be.
you'd have to for sure.
Somebody said
Good morning from Poland. Hey, Rhonda.
Poland. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What am I saying? Okay, Reed, Portland. Sorry.
But there is somebody from Poland.
Oh, is that why I'm getting confused? I saw
no,
Poland.
there's another comment. Greetings from Poland.
Oh, this is why I'm confused. I saw Poland, then I saw yours. Sorry.
Somebody said it's quite expensive, but you should fly over the Southern Alps.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
That one.
It's Queenstown. You should fly. Ooh, that would be cool. If we could do that, that would be amazing. Yeah, because everything's really close. Like if you go over to Milford Sound, which is not too far if you were flying, but when you drive it, it's like 3.5 hours. But it's literally over a mountaintop, and same with a lot of different things in the area, right? It's so close when you're up in the air. Like if you go to Mount Cook from here, I don't know how much of a flight it would be, but if you go by driving, of course, it takes forever. So. Madi says he'd love to see us, but we have to wear our coverings. Absolutely. When we come back to your countries, we are going to definitely be more covered up. We were coming off cruises the last time, and we didn't have proper attire and everything. So
touristicky shorts and all that.
yeah. We're getting geared up so that when we come back, we're all good to go.
And Saudi Arabia is as well more.
Way more. Yeah. So is
we need to,
Bahrain.
Someone said Muscat where you filmed got damaged.
Oh.
Someone said greetings from Brazil. What?
Hi.
Where's the other friend? Is that you?
Oh, so I see. So I'm just reading this Mount Cook. That's what people call it if you're foreigners don't usually know that. Aoraki.
I've heard that, yeah. Aoraki. That's what we're doing. Aoraki school.
Yeah. Okay. So like it depends on if you're a foreigner, you might not know it as that.
Aoraki.
So I'm just catching
Have you
up.
had to say goodbye to Ziggy? Yes.
Oh.
We're wondering if Ziggy's probably wondering where we are.
Ziggy is probably hanging around the house wondering where we are. Poor little cat. I was worried about him.
Has anyone dreamt about Ziggy?
No.
No one's dreamt about Ziggy.
Okay.
Is somebody asking if we dreamt about Ziggy?
No, I'm just random question.
What did he do?
I flipped my phone and I can't get it back.
Just let's go like that.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Will you be visiting the UK at any point? Depends.
Simon, will we be in the UK? I don't think so. Not for a while.
Well, in Europe you never know, depending.
I guess, if we were going to be, it would be just coming through on a flight or something like that. But we're not like going to visit. That's not really in the plans. Maybe later on.
I would love to do a girls' trip to London, so maybe.
I have a dear friend who lives there, and I've always wanted to do like a weekend girls' trip. So that may or may not happen.
Kuwait, yes, we will be going soon as well.
Yep.
That's on the itinerary.
Yep. The plan is going to be hitting up the countries that we haven't seen. So definitely Kuwait. Saludos, Ezekiel from Argentina. Hola, ¿qué tal? So cool. Greetings from Seattle. Oh, and then Brazil. Yeah, so nice. Would rather stay in New Zealand for good.
So
we would.
Sweet.
We would
rather you stay. Oh, you would rather us stay. The idea, like if we can like just make the magic wand and make New Zealand immigration do everything we need it to do, we would make this our base.
Yes.
So New Zealand would become home long term, and then we would just continue our travels and then be here for the summer months and stuff like that. So we will see what happens, though. We shall see. Oh, it was a hurricane in Muscat.
Oh,
wow. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
We're
just
more than
now
welcome.
just
Thank you.
happened.
Wow.
Oh no, sorry.
Is Angelique yawning? Who's yawning? Chloe's yawning?
I yawned.
As you know, like even traveling it took us 2 days to drive down here. We just did a really long drive from where we were in Blenheim. Then we stopped at a really nice couple's home in Oamaru. No, Timaru. And then we kept driving, but it's it's a far drive, and the roads in New Zealand.
We take forever because we stop and then we stay in one spot trying to get
Like
photos.
a 1 hour drive turns into a 3 hour drive with us.
Well, because we're filming and we see these views and we see pictures.
And then the GoPro dies.
And then
And then you've got to find a new battery and then it dies again.
Well,
And then it's SD card too full and then
SD card error.
And then some people don't want to take pictures. And then,
oh my gosh, we did.
we gotta
If you guys saw the reality, when you guys see a video, it's always so nice and polished and so beautiful. But the reality is like one person's in the car, like, I'm not getting out. I don't want to take another picture. And then the other one's like, and then there's this, and then there's always something. And then so like, we waste so much time.
Someone said, I'd love to buy you all dinner and speak about the magic of travel. I work at Heathrow
Airport.
So if you're ever passing through, let me know.
Oh,
Dinner's on
that's
me.
cool. Thank you.
Whoa, cool.
Malcolm's here too.
Awesome. Malcolm, good morning.
He's also just reading. Someone says, how's level 2 life in Queenstown?
You want to explain level 2?
Well, level 2 is kind of like 2.5 because you still have to wear masks everywhere you go.
Indoors.
And indoors. And it's still...
it's 2.5.
And isn't it still like a small gathering?
100.
Or 100, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's actually quite a lot.
But everything's open.
Yes.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. You guys know that? When somebody says the same thing at the same time?
Well, you're supposed to go Jinx 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, blackout. Something. You owe me a soda.
Yeah, but no, everything's open.
It's really cool. Yeah, I mean, you scan in everywhere you go here with an app, so that way they can contact trace if they need to. But they've got things under control. I think for the most part, there's been a little slips, but yeah.
What languages do we speak fluently? L'espagnol, si. Français, oui.
Spanish, we're trying to. So, like, we don't fully speak Spanish.
Nah, we're fluent in French.
I'm learning German.
And I'm learning Russian, but I haven't done it in a while because I've been focusing on Spanish.
So we watch Spanish TV shows.
Yeah.
And
we found another good one last night.
Yeah, it was really good.
Seemed a bit intense.
It was like a murder, not necessarily murder, but it was like mystery.
Yeah, well,
murder.
they killed the guy. So.
I don't know what year it was set in, but I think it was in Franco times because the military, the police were like really invasive.
Yes.
And we just started like episode 1, so
it was really good.
but it's all in Spanish. It's really cool.
Don't spoil it.
Wait, what's it called? It's called the 3 Days.
3 Days of Christmas.
It's all at Christmas.
Yeah, so we can fully watch a TV show and understand what they're saying, but we can't say everything with the correct.
Es más fácil para escuchar que de hablar.
Sí, podemos hablar, pero
Más o menos.
Sí.
Puedo hablar.
Well, when it comes to conjugation and verb tenses, we're not the best.
Sí.
But yeah.
So did the total of days? I said 65 days for the chocolate.
Ooh, who said?
Brian.
But Auckland is still in level 3, so
Yeah, but is it just?
Or are we going over
They're
the-
gonna be going back.
We
and forth.
should
Is
go
it just
until it's
here?
Do we
level
just-
1 all of
Oh
New Zealand.
no,
Oh,
because
no.
1
think-
year later. I'm kidding.
No, okay, well, what we could do is switch the rules and do like the rest
Maybe
of the
just
country
here.
and not Auckland. So then if we back up to when was that, we'd have to calculate that out. When we went to level 2. We could say it like that.
Yeah.
That would make it more fair, right? Because Auckland is like, oof, they're going on and on and on.
Yeah.
I feel
We've
bad
got
for
someone
I
from
feel
Paris
bad.
watching.
Ooh.
Then
Bonjour.
somebody from New York. Someone
Bonjour.
from Croatia.
C'est
and
qui
I've
qui
got
vient de
Pepe.
Paris? Attends.
Hier, on allait dans une boulangerie. Ils avaient des pastries de pain au chocolat et des baguettes. C'était
Ouais,
délicieux.
on a mangé des vrais pains au chocolat comme
Oui,
en
Parce
France.
que la dame,
Elle était française.
Ouais.
Ben, en fait,
Mais
Elle n'était pas le.
c'était pas la propriétaire, mais,
ouais, mais
une
elle était
employée.
dans la... She was the one making it.
Ben,
Non.
elle servait les gens, je sais pas.
On-
But it was really cool. It was called Ma Boulangerie
Oui.
here in Queenstown. And we're like, if it says Ma Boulangerie, it must be a French.
And it was good pricing, actually, honestly.
Yeah, it wasn't overpriced, which
No,
is
like
always
sometimes
really
you
nice.
think those places would be.
Yeah, because in like Devonport, we went to a French bakery and they were charging like $6 for pain au chocolat. And I was
Et
like,
là, c'était
ouais,
comme 3 balles.
ouais, alors 1000 fois mieux.
Alors, il y a Pépé ici. Bonjour Pépé, comment ça va?
Okay, hold on. So total days I want the chocolate. Haha,
No,
I
we've
sent it
seen
five. Okay.
that.
Today's
Oh.
Rose's birthday. Can you help? It's Rose's birthday. Let's all wish Rose. First of all, we don't know who you are watching or where you're watching from, but we would like to.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
Auckland. Happy birthday,
Should we
Rose. You sing, Chloe. I can't sing in tune. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rose. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Hip hip,
Hooray!
hip hip.
Hooray! That's what they do here in New
Yeah.
Zealand. We don't do that in like other countries. But anyway.
Someone says, have you watched Pan's Labyrinth? It's a Spanish
Deutsch.
film.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No.
Nicht
Deutsch or Dutch?
Ich spreche...
Deutsch.
I'm learning German, but I don't speak that much
Ja,
yet.
nein, klein.
Mein Vater ist
Schaffhausen.
von Schaffhausen
Ich
in die
wohne
Schweiz,
in-
in die Schweizerdeutsch.
Ich komme aus Kanada, ich bin 17
Ja.
Jahre alt.
As you can
Oh,
see, we suck.
yesterday we saw a German phrase book. So it had the German phrases and then it translated into English. And I said we
Ich
should find
wohne
it.
in La Nouvelle-Zélande. That's French.
That's
Ja.
funny.
Ich habe
Zwei.
keine Katze.
Keine Katze.
Ich habe zwei
Ja,
Sisters,
Katze.
sie heißen Angelique und Chloe.
I have no cat.
Amy und Chloe. E is Spanish and und. What do you say?
What are you saying?
And
You have one Chloe?
und
Und Chloe?
No, it's German. Ich habe zwei. No, und sie heißen Angelique und Chloe.
Ah,
It's not
sehr,
Spanish.
sehr gut. Wunderbar.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay.
Hi guys, are you interested in visiting Expo Dubai 2020? We would love to come. If we come through
Yeah.
Dubai, we're lining up home exchanges and stuff like that. So as you know, we found this really cool site, Home Exchange, and we've been doing a lot of exchanges. And so we want to be able to stay in people's homes. And now that the girls have school, it's better if they do like school during the week, and on
Yeah.
weekends we move
It's
around.
better to
So
stay in homes because they'll have like desks, you know, and
Wi-Fi.
space.
So we're trying to make longer stays. We used to move around like really
Yeah.
fast. We're trying to make like week-long stays. And if we do, and if we come to
The
Dubai,
funniest thing was
we're
my
gonna come.
CGA science teacher. He was up in the mountains in the North Island going skiing, but he said it's really mean what they do because they'll only give you 1 gigabyte of data, and then you have to
Sometimes do
renew
that.
it. So he did it, and then he cut out, and then he did it, and then
that's just terrible.
it was the
1
bad
gigabyte of
internet
data, what can you
connection.
do?
watching
with that?
from the US, New York, hello, Croatia.
Someone's from Sri Lanka.
Juan, cool. Oh, from Croatia. That is so cool. Hey. New York's cool too, but Croatia's, really pretty. Stunning. Bonjour, Pepe. Have you watched Pan's Labyrinth? No, a Spanish dub
That's
film.
we started.
You guys already talked about it.
I don't know
I haven't
how,
watched
but
it.
whenever I go on lives, I yawn. It's
Go get yourself a coffee, lady.
I don't know.
Pepe
it's-
says he's
maybe
heading in
it's
an
just
Uber
that.
headed to Chicago, then Aspen.
Oh,
Have fun.
Cool. Enjoy. Nice.
Malcolm
That sounds
says
like
it's
fun.
normally 3 hip hip hoorays.
Oh,
I
sorry.
know, I did hip hip and then you guys didn't say.
Hooray, hip hip, hooray, hip hip.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah,
said,
hip, hip,
said
hip, hip,
words in
hooray, hip, hip.
Spanish.
No.
They want to say words in Spanish.
Bueno.
Pero hablar si quieres.
¿Qué quieres
Ahí-
que nos dicen? Ahí es muy
Nosotros-
bonita. ¿Y qué?
Nos gustan el mexicano. Comes.
La
comes,
comida
la
comida
comida,
mexicana. Sí.
Nosotros
Y
tienen.
también las pupusas de El Salvador.
A mí me gustan las pupusas.
Con na.
No, con carne. Y queso. Con carne. Y queso.
Con hielo.
Con hielo.
No, con carne. Con carne.
Pupusas con hielo.
And cheese.
Sí. Pero ¿qué quieres que nos dicen? Hola.
¿Cómo
Nosotros
estás?
están ahí.
Los
en,
tiendas de ropas aquí están muy bien. Porque
¿Tenemos? We have?
no, they have.
¿Tienes?
Tienes
No, that would
family
you have.
stores that have
Tiene-
amazing prices and amazing selection. Very
¿A dónde?
good.
Aquí. Ah, sí. Sí, los
Hay
tiendas
muchos
son
Ahí
amores.
es. Pero solamente en las winter months. Es
en
frío,
invierno. En el
pero-
invierno.
en las países como el
What?
sun.
What? Anyways.
I'm trying to explain that it's cold in New Zealand and warm in Mexico.
Ah,
Okay.
it's the opposite.
Sí.
Okay.
Not
Someone
trying to
said-
brag, but I will be in Prague,
Oh.
Budapest, Vienna,
Let's get my words.
Bratislava, Istanbul. Amazing. That's awesome.
Istanbul.
Tell me,
Istanbul.
China.
Cool.
How are the prices there?
Enjoy. That is fun. Oh my gosh, you're going to have amazing time in Prague. When are you going? Because right now it's like getting to be fall, but it's still beautiful weather over
Yeah.
there. How are the... Wait.
How are the prices there?
In
Very
those
good.
countries, in Prague it's going to be great. Budapest, great. Vienna will be more expensive.
Yep.
Bratislava, yeah, everything will be great. Very well priced, easy
Yes.
to get around, easy to... yeah, you're just going to love it. Prague's a beautiful city with
Someone
so much to
said-
do. It's amazing.
Have you settled in New Zealand? You guys have been there a while.
Yes, New Zealand feels like home to me. Blenheim especially.
German. Chloe, you read it. It's in German.
Where?
Auf
Where?
Deutsch. I'm
Can I read it? Can I read it?
I'm
Read
sure.
it? Where is it?
Up. Too low.
Where?
Up more.
Up.
Up more.
Up.
There.
Where?
You right there. It should be on the
Ich
nose.
nehme-
Ich nehmen wir haben auf Deutsch
Ja,
eine Schule.
Anyways.
Ich nehmen wir.
Someone said,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
everyone try to learn a new language. We did! Not too long ago we said we're all going to pick up a new language on Duolingo and then at the end of the week we all try to speak in that language. Sadly, 2 people in this family, they just abandoned it. But now they're starting, one of them
So,
I've been
the
doing
other guy
Russian-
wrote, Yo soy muy gordo, lol.
Muy qué?
Muy big, gordo.
Gordo, muy gordo.
Someone says borda. Borda means good morning in Welsh.
Ooh,
Someone
cool.
one says
Borda.
I look really nice. Thank you. And
How old are you?
I'm 17. How old are you girls?
13.
Sucks, Tanny.
Okay, there's another Mexican food and the mole poblano, muy rico.
So I'm learning Russian. Some of the things he
Yes,
says,
yeah.
Dobry noche, which means good night. Dobry den, good day. Doka by Izvinize, excuse me. Things like that. Sister, brat is brother.
Somebody says, is there a place called Russell in New Zealand?
Yes.
That's where my friend is trying to relocate, so I would love to see more scenes from there. If you have any videos, please upload them.
Oh, we
Yes.
sure do. Let's tell you about Russell. And by the way, Malcolm says if you're enjoying the chat, please give it a thumbs up. Thank
Yes.
you. Somebody the other day said, when we, at the end of our videos, we say, give it a big thumbs up. And they're like, how do you do a big thumbs up? I only see a thumbs up. It was kind of funny. But anyway, Russell was where they first initiated their capital here in New Zealand. And it's a very, very tiny little village. And it's a bit remote to get there. So when you're in Pahia, which is kind of north of Auckland, you have to either take a little ferry or do a big long drive around. But there's like a car ferry to get there. And yeah, we have videos coming up on there. It was really cool. We discovered the
this
whole
guy,
area.
he says he knows one word in Russian. Spasibo
Please.
means thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, As you can tell, it's been a while.
Wait, I want to try some Russian. Let's try it.
Oh yeah, right. I don't know any Russian.
Спасибо.
Okay. Someone said, oh, the German comment was, I took 4 years of German in school.
Oh, that's
What?
good.
That's what it
Spasibo
said?
means thank you in Russia.
Yeah.
Russian.
Russian.
Oops.
The most uncharted destination you've been to?
In New Zealand.
Ooh.
No, not in New Zealand. In the world.
In the
Oh,
world.
in the world.
How do you mean the most uncharted? The Maldives. No, that's really busy.
No, I would say
Huh? The most uncharted?
Brunei.
Yeah.
Maybe Brunei.
Like these islands soon will be pretty like that.
I think Brunei because there was I don't know that any tourists really go there too much.
Uncharted means not popular?
Not
Well,
really.
I know
uncharted.
like some of the
Track.
Pacific Islands definitely will be
San Juan
Caribbean.
del Sur was off the beaten track, but
But-
that
I
now
know,
it's
but
not.
everybody goes there.
But like you mean off the beaten track is what you're saying?
yeah,
No,
kind of
no.
well,
maybe
or that,
maybe it's El Salvador kind
Has
of
a lot of
area.
people. No.
no, a lot of people go
Uncharted.
there too, and that's
Okay, I guess yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Like with travel, everyone's going everywhere nowadays. It seems like everything's so
Hola
accessible.
amigas.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, quién?
Hola amigos. Amigas.
Oh, hola amigos.
Amigas.
Hola amigo Carlos. Hola. Cool. Well, do you guys have any questions for us?
Someone said there's another one.
There's a question.
Are you afraid visiting Syria and Afghanistan?
Well, right now I would say yes.
Yeah, you just need to go at the right timing.
Well, yeah, not very easy. Those countries are kind of off the chart right now for going.
Yeah.
Not quite accessible, as you all know. So I don't know. Syria may change though in the next few years. You know.
A friend of mine went there because she lives in Lebanon.
Yeah, but was that before? Like when?
Yeah, that's-
And then
Yeah.
someone said, are you coming back through Christchurch on your way back to Blenheim?
No, because we're going to be going up the west coast.
Coast area.
Unless we go over after.
Speaking here.
Hebreo? Is that Hebrew? What is that? Se fala un poco de inglés.
Brazil.
They speak little English.
Ah, lo siento. Nosotros
That's in Spanish, not Portuguese.
Hi from
Oh,
Sweden.
sorry.
How can you?
Hello.
Sorry, that was
I
it.
don't know how
Hi
to
from
say
Sweden.
that yet.
Hello.
You know,
Oi.
That's the
Brazil.
place we want to go back to. Not Sweden. Sorry.
you want to go back to Stockholm?
I want to go back to like Sweden kind of area. We haven't.
Yeah, I don't remember
I-
Sweden in those.
We were too
countries.
young.
Really? You guys don't really remember it?
I do.
Someone
What?
said,
Do you guys remember going to like the northern countries up there? Norway?
Yeah, because it's funny. We went to Norway and we were like,
Helsinki,
so
we
where did
were-
they film Frozen? You know, the movie's based off here. And they're like, Frozen? Huh? That was just like, wait, right as it was like coming, after it came out.
someone said,
We'll go back. Someone was just asking us if we've been to any of the northern European countries and
Yeah, we pretty much.
and why we haven't made videos. Well, we didn't have a channel there,
Yeah.
so I think we went to 80 countries before we started a YouTube channel.
When we went to
So,
Scotland
yeah.
very quickly, there was this whole recycling thing. So there's like these
Stockholm, you mean Stockholm?
toilet carousel,
Yeah.
and like all these things where you can make purchases and everything. That was really cool.
And the downtown was so lively and it had all these activities going on. That
two
you just
good
do.
questions. Someone
cool.
said, are you ever going home to Switzerland? One thing to...
Yes.
I need to go
Yes.
Who's asking?
home.
Can you move over a teeny bit? I feel
buddy.
squished.
Mau.
We definitely need to go home. No question asked.
Yeah, I think we're going to
Definitely
be there
going
for
home.
Christmas. I think so. There's
And
like...
then there was one more.
There's the
top
Christmas
three.
markets going on and stuff. And so the plan would be to be there for Christmas
Top
time.
three.
The other question was.
Top three favorite destinations. Go, Chloe.
Free donation. That's the, what?
For what? Your top 3 in the world?
For what?
Just that you
Destinations.
enjoy.
Okay, I'll go first. San Juan, Nicaragua. I love it. New Zealand, absolutely. And lastly, I love the Netherlands.
Comida mexicano delicioso.
Let's
Deliciosa.
Let's answer the questions. Okay,
Ciudad.
top 3 destinations.
Perdón.
That's
We're
hard
going-
because every country's unique.
Do you feel like we're going all over the
Yes.
map?
Yes, I think so.
If you decide to stay in New Zealand, which location would you live?
Oh.
That's a good question.
Welcome to my world of the girls going, ah.
Oh, we said we're going to be more lively.
Where would we live if we were in New Zealand? If we could only pick one spot?
I would I would, if we were gonna stay here long term, I would come down to school here. Because actually, so I would love to go to hotel management school, and there's one here in Queenstown that I want to go to. So that would be my plan.
I think I would move up to the Northland just because I like the warmer weather, and I would probably live in like Whangarei Heads, which is very remote and there's nothing really going on. There's like Whangarei, or I would do like the total opposite and live in Queenstown because it's beautiful here as well. But
Queenstown.
You guys can live up north. I'll stay down here.
Someone said if you are coming to the West Coast, you could give Westport a little more time. It was winter last day and you were rushing.
yeah,
True.
we're planning to drive back up the West Coast on our way back up. So we would go through the Fox Glacier and stay the night and then continue up. But we won't get as far as Westport. So unfortunately.
Also, someone said, Mia and my mom watching from Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
so
cool. Thank
Also
you guys. It's really nice to have you guys join in. You know, the funniest thing that we had was someone
It's from
watching our video in Iran. In Iran, they're not allowed to have YouTube. So I guess you would have to have a VPN or something like that. But anyway, long story short, they were playing our YouTube channel on a TV. So they were watching it and they sent us that. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, so it's
That's really
Khaled from Saudi Arabia. Hi.
Nice.
Comida Mexicano.
Comida Mexicana deliciosa! There we go.
What? Sí.
Someone rewrote the comment to the way I said it.
What do you think about las pupusas from El Salvador?
A mí me gusta. I liked them. They were good.
Yeah, they were
Somebody
delicious, so
said,
good.
would you ever have individual YouTube channels?
Yes. I always wanted to start a channel with Angelique, like us two girls.
Really? You do?
And I think I'm going to start doing that.
Like a random whack
I did one of these things
like just
where
like
it's like, what should
cooking and
I did one of these things where I
random
should,
stuff.
like, what should I do this year? What should I create? And it said a YouTube channel with someone.
One
Well,
thing, we were thinking to
that's
do,
gross.
not separate from them, but I was going to do a driving through different scenes channel because there's a lot of beautiful scenery that we have, and we just started mounting the GoPro on the car and filming it, but it wouldn't really tie into our existing channel, so I thought we'd have to create a separate channel of just driving around the world, and people can really just
or
watch what it
food.
looks like. Yeah.
I might start one when I go off and do my own stuff when I'm older. Who knows?
We'll see. It's a lot of
Someone
work,
said-
like to put videos together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It looks really easy peasy, and it is, but it's also very time consuming.
Someone also said-
So yeah, who knows?
Which Nicaraguan food you like?
Okay,
Nicaraguan.
plantains, pancakes with cheese inside.
Yes.
That was incredible. We had like this person who made all these traditional dishes so we can try them and stuff. And we had like tuna pasta, rice and something. But the plantain cheese were honestly so good.
It's like pancakes.
and it was so
plantain
sweet,
pancakes.
but it was like with cheese and I loved it. I haven't had that since.
We don't really know how to make it.
And then pinto de gallo as well, and like rice and beans.
Ooh, that
So
was
good.
easy.
Someone said it's October and soon it will be 2022. What are your plans for next year, if any?
I know, isn't that crazy? The whole year went by already.
So we tend to
what?
go with the flow a little bit, but I'll tell you guys a bit of our
Where'd
plans.
all the time go?
Let me tell them the
There.
plans. So, yeah, that's cool.
We've been trying to find the recipe. I just searched it and found it.
Well, we never looked for the recipe.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like we've
The
never
plans for next year are we would go through the Middle East, or this is like upcoming, right? Then we would, after that, so we want to get to Israel and like I was saying, Jordan and then Egypt and stuff like that. So we want to hit off a lot of the countries that we haven't done. We won't go to any that are like too cold because it's getting to be the winter months. Then we would potentially go back to Switzerland for a good month or so. And then we're going to head towards Africa again, you guys. So
Here's my family wants to continue traveling, so they said I should take a gap year, continue traveling, finish up the countries. So I would be planning maybe to go to school beginning 2023. So that gives us a year and a bit.
can I see your phone?
And then
Sorry,
I'll go to
someone
school.
also said this. Watching while at
Okay,
work,
see.
too busy to keep up. Gonna go. Be safe and let Tyler drive. Oh, and give cats treats.
Thank you.
Tyler.
Have a super day.
Someone said, love you, Brazil.
Have you guys, John's asking if we've ever broken any of our bones.
No, Mom, yeah.
I think when I was a little child, no, we've never had major accidents or had anything like that happen. So
And
that's
someone
good.
also
I actually did talk about the rocking horses in Switzerland.
I didn't break my
no,
bone.
no, but you What
she
is it?
seriously hurt her foot,
Like
really
bruised
bad.
it. Because okay, so in
Bruised
Switzerland,
it. Yeah,
very
I
quickly,
just got a little bruise.
they have these rocking horses, which are really cool and they're fun. But
They
sometimes when you put,
they took it out of the park after it happened twice.
because it happened like a week later to another person or a week
Another
before.
child, yeah, because the way it was is your foot can get lodged
and then it gets squished.
and it really has a huge impact, so it could easily break a foot.
But it
And
just,
she had like, I would say the
bruised.
bump was like this massive bump on her foot that came out. It was really bad.
It's like when I was like 5 years old, I was walking backwards.
Why don't you want
Another
me to see your phone?
story, and I whacked my head, and I literally had a goose egg that was this big. So we were in Europe, and we were trying to go from cafe to cafe to see if they had ice, and a lot of them didn't have ice, but we found one and we put ice on it.
Okay, so you are welcome in Iran. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Who are freaky people in New Zealand that made the most impression on you whilst you've been here, and why? That is very hard because we met so many nice people here. It's hard to say.
I don't think we've ever met anyone freaky.
Malcolm said 15 broken bones here and 50.
Is that what it says?
56
No.
stitches so far.
I know, that's
that are
terrible,
nice.
Malcolm.
Oh,
You
but
must be
nice.
very
Sorry.
adventurous.
15 broken
Um,
bones.
So people that have made a huge impact on us here would probably be the ones who have taken us
Yeah.
in, shown us around, and opened up their homes to us. And we've had this happen so many
So
times. And I don't know if it's like a Kiwi thing
Yeah, but
or
they're so
so
nice and
nice.
sweet.
Yeah.
They're just open and...
For a second, I thought
so
you
there's
said.
been many encounters like
I
that.
thought you guys said creepy people in New Zealand, not friendly people. I don't know how I got that mixed up.
Because someone wrote this, do you watch Enemy? We don't watch Enemy, whatever that is. So.
Anime,
Is it
I think
anime?
is what they
Anime?
meant to
Oh,
say.
anime.
Like the rapper?
No, anime like cartoon.
Cartoon?
Whatever,
Anime?
something like that.
Like the Japanese
Yeah, I know
anime.
what you mean.
Anime.
I don't know.
And then, did you fall from a lot of like places by breaking your bones like that? Or how did you break 15 bones?
So I said we used to play on
It's
those little
crazy.
horses when we were little. Haven't seen them since.
Crazy.
Yeah, in Switzerland you can still find them, but like
They've taken a lot of them out of the park.
Well, they've
Yeah.
made them where they slow do it, so they don't go like.
there's
strongly.
there's still one in the park in our town, but it's like a different sort of thing so that it can't go over. Like it
So
can't
let me
go too
answer this
fast.
question. Mao is asking, have we been afraid of turbulence while flying? So we had this one time where we were coming into Ireland and it was
Ireland.
so windy and so like blowing that first of all, like the ladies that were serving, like everything just went up in the air and like it was just so scary. But then what happened is when we were landing, the plane went sideways. So we were coming into the runway and then it literally was sideways. And I guess that's a tactic that they do when they're about to land so that they don't maybe flip over. And then at the very last second, he like switched the plane to land forward. And I was like so scared. I don't know if you guys remember this. You were quite young.
I remember.
You remember?
I was like, oh.
Oh my gosh. And then when we were coming in, through customs and such, the lady said we were the very last plane to land. Every other plane was being rerouted to a different area or a different airport because of the wind. So that was like really crazy.
As well here in New Zealand, if you ever land in Wellington on a windy day,
Yeah.
that could probably be a bit scary because
Yeah.
the wind.
I wonder how that works. Yeah, they would have a lot of those days.
Someone said, "How do you handle long flights? We watch movies."
If we usually
They're
try.
fun, actually.
Cause
Yeah,
it's
because
like-
you just watch a movie and then you just sit
You
there.
get all the
Well-
newest movies that aren't like out on Netflix and Disney sort of thing.
There's different styles. You can get flights with the meals and the entertainment and all that. Those are amazing flights. And then there's others where
Like low budget, where you have to
where you
pay
just have
for
to
your
you just sit there and
movies.
you just sleep.
Yeah, but those aren't usually the
or
long
read a
flights.
book.
Those are
No,
usually shorter
true.
ones. but-
So that's why for us it's fun doing long flights because movies.
and usually,
food.
like a lot of times, they're overnight ones where you're
Yeah.
sleeping anyway. So
Someone said,
the girls are pretty good, eh, with it.
What's your favorite TV show or
Mm.
shows?"
I used to, when I was young, I didn't like the flights because sometimes it get pressure in my ears and
Mhm.
I didn't like that. But now I don't struggle with that.
Yeah, you used to have a hard time sometimes.
shows.
TV shows that we love, like so we were saying we like. There's these like Spanish shows that we really like, that we really enjoyed. Like they're kind of like cheesy I don't know.
I love
chick
like
flick kind of
Poldark
shows.
Poldark's really good.
Poldark's good.
We also
Australia,
like
Downton
Downton
Abbey.
We usually like the ones that are like these olden day
Old-fashioned
type of-
movies.
Yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of into. Seems like Kira from Rotorua. Cool. Oh my gosh. So John, you are going to see all these really fun things that we've done in Rotorua coming up in the videos. You live in a really cool place. We also did I did a whole podcast with this traveling guy, and it was all about Rotorua. So that's really neat. I'm putting Rotorua on the map for you guys.
Something?
Yeah.
Someone said, do we ever get to meet the dad of your family or tell us about it?
Okay, let's tell you about Dad, shall we?
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh my.
Each one, let's say a fact about Dad.
A fun fact about Tyler that you don't know.
Okay.
Because you never see him on camera, right? And
Okay.
Okay.
Angelique, go first.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I'll say my first one.
yeah, you go first.
He sometimes is like, he likes to dance randomly.
Especially in his underwear.
Respectfully, yes. So he'll be dancing.
He's gonna kill you guys. He does not do that.
He's done it a few times though. And this one time, this lady walked in and he's just there dancing. Your turn.
He's not that out like this.
He's not outgoing.
No.
He is
He's not the kind of
sometimes.
guy that
He's
would
sometimes
dance. He
outgoing.
doesn't dance.
Okay, go.
Very detailed and organized. Like
Yes.
he wants everything organized.
Okay, Mom, your turn.
Oh my
Detailed
gosh.
and organized.
He plans. He's like he like knows. Okay, so for example,
You can't say what Julia and Chloe said.
no, this is different. So for example, if I want to book a hotel or buy a vacuum or something like, just normal, he doesn't, he won't just like, I'm just like, just buy it, I don't look at all the details. He'll research all the details. He'll go through all the reviews. He'll
Yes.
check it, and then he'll go through all the different websites and get the best price. And so he's like very detailed like that and goes through all that. And
Yeah.
I'm like fast and he's like super slow.
He's got a bit of structure inside. And Angelique, your turn. You have to say one thing.
This is funny.
Anything.
He
else?
likes his technology.
What?
He's into technology.
Your mom is very beautiful.
Why, thank you.
We need more, Tyler.
We need more Tyler. We were gonna do like a spoof video where you see like this part of his head or something like that.
Like he's wearing a wig.
Landing like that is called crabbing when you're on an airplane and it goes like.
Is it? So there's like a name.
Grabbing.
Grabbing.
I thought you said
Grabbing.
crabbing.
No,
Crabbing? But now it's called crabbing.
I've never heard of it before. But yeah, it was like I've never experienced
Oh,
that
it
in my
is
life.
crabbing.
Yeah. Oh, or grabbing.
Crabbing. He wrote
Business,
crabbing,
have
not
we ever
grabbing.
flown business class? So actually a lot of people ask us like, do you not travel with points and stuff? And we don't actually, which is like you would get access to all the lounges and stuff, but we've never had that. So that's something we need to get into. But business, I feel like once we were, but it's
Only
only
once.
on a short flight, like only an hour or two.
Yeah.
Someone said any favorite of Sir David Attenborough shows. We haven't
Ooh.
heard of that.
Wait.
Like because he does like all the
I've
travel
heard of
stuff.
them.
We watched
Yeah, no,
one
his
documentary.
documentaries about like
Yeah.
global warming and stuff.
Yeah, that was really well
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
He
I
does
forget
really
the,
good shows.
forget the name of it
Like
though.
the shots
I like
they
the
do.
ones
Yeah.
about the nature and how he shows it so up close. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Someone said safe travels. What is your favorite destination?
If let's pretend we could only go to one spot. Where would you go? I think I'd go
And-
back to Mexico.
and if it
just
couldn't
off the
be
top
here?
of my head.
Like,
Like, I'd
could
go
be
to-
somewhere right now.
I'd go to
South
Mexico.
Africa,
Oh, South Africa.
if it was safe, yeah.
Someone said, you girls are so lucky to have such an awesome and intelligent mom. I grew up in the former Panama Canal Zone and really enjoyed your videos of Panama when you were all younger.
Oh,
I worked
thank
at Miraflor Locks.
Oh, cool. That's really cool. We really discovered that whole area of Panama. It was beautiful. We loved it. The girls like sometimes don't realize what we have access to or what we do. They think it's just normal, eh, girls? For them, it's normal to like live the life they're living, and I try to explain to them sometimes when they're, a little ungrateful, how cool they have it. What's so funny? Hello from Canada. Hey, nice to see a Canadian on board.
Henley says, don't know how much you know of rugby, but did you see that New Zealand lost to South Africa?
Oh, we didn't see that. Oh. And now you're voting for South
Someone
Africa.
said, hello from Canada. Hey!
Someone says to have a lolly if you're just
Yeah.
To overcome.
the ear when you get ear
What
pressure.
does your favorite? What does
You know
you
what
think
she
of
did?
Bitcoin?
Oh, you know what she did is the stewardess, just side note on the ear thing, they gave her like this really hot like towel inside of a cup, and then they put it on your ear, and it just like helps it.
This is a really good thing. We need to encourage my dad to do this. Since he likes technology, your husband, what does he think of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
He really needs to get on Bitcoin.
Yeah, we need to be mining Bitcoins. That's what we were talking about the other day. We had like this whole conversation about it. Like getting a server in Serbia and sticking it in a flat and having it mine all day long.
Someone said, do you ever get used to traveling? Do you find it hard sometimes?
We don't know much about Bitcoin, but we should. And we know it's the future and it's the way things are going.
I'm
so
listening, Smiley.
Someone said, do you ever get used to traveling? Do you find it hard sometimes? Yes. Especially like being in somewhere that's doesn't have cheese. Personally, I can't
live without cheese.
In Africa, we didn't have cheese for the longest time, and I cried for cheese.
It's true. They didn't really have access to all the flavors. No. They don't here either, to be honest. They don't have.
They do.
No, not like the Korea, not the little flour.
They have the cheese, but it's called the same name, but it's not the same taste.
No.
Not that I would know, but you guys say that.
Yeah. It just depends.
Okay, but that's just like a side thing, like that whole cheese thing. Okay, whatever. But when we travel, it does get tricky from my perspective. I almost get like, I think because we've done it so much and so full time that sometimes I get a little anxious about going back full time again. Like we've been in New Zealand for so long, we've gotten quite
we have
comfortable.
Home life. We don't.
Yeah, and it's easy, and the language and the culture and everything, so it's become very nice. And the thought of like going go, it's just like wait, and then packing everything because
it's tiring,
and we've expanded our well, Julia especially, all of our luggage and all of our stuff, and now we have to like go back down to one little suitcase, which is doable, but all those things, like when we travel light.
Someone said, what do you think about Los Angeles?
So yeah,
LA, we have
girls
never been.
Julia went through and she was like 1 year.
Oh,
you were 1.
Oh.
Yeah, you were. I think you were a baby. We just went through.
This is a hard,
Julia.
This is a good question. USA and New Zealand, which of them is more fun to live in?
Well,
USA
for
lots of
shopping.
activities.
America.
USA for like theme parks, shopping.
We have to go both ways.
I think we need to start becoming neutral and just say only the good things about both, because there's like pros and cons to each.
Yeah, no, but New Zealand is
about
an amazing
nature.
country to live. But America, I love it for a few months just to get your shopping and to get your attractions and to have that fast, like, how many restaurants and like entertainment, and I just love it.
Yeah.
This is okay. We have some good questions.
All the fast food and all
America.
Someone said,
special,
"Have a lovely day. I'm off to bed, so I'll say goodnight and catch up next time." Good night.
Good night.
Hello everyone. Hit the like button. Yes.
Yes.
Give us a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then someone said Panama rocks, and someone also said, which Kiwi snacks will you possibly miss when you leave New Zealand?
Feijoas, golden kiwi fruit, more so the fruit.
I'm gonna miss the pies because I really like
trying to think of
all the
the
different
Kiwi
pies
things
that you have access to. Like,
You don't find pies anywhere else in the world. Like, you can't go to
And
a
it's like-
bakery and find like a meat pie.
no, and it's a really good go-to thing. Like here the day before, we went to like, they have Ferg Burger here, and they have a Ferg Bakery, and they have all these beautiful pies. So
that is something you're gonna miss, yeah.
The Kiwi.
yummy.
This is a definitely Kiwi comment. Kia ora, whānau. Sweet ass.
Kia ora.
Somebody said it's
Awesome.
called a flight attendant, not a stewardess.
Ooh, sorry, flight attendant.
Someone said, I love you and Tara's videos. Thank you so much for the positive exposure of our beautiful country.
You're most welcome. We're hopefully you're just gonna see. There's just so many videos. It's going to be mind-boggling. I can't wait. I wish there was like 20 of us just to get it all put together. But yeah.
A lot of people are saying hi.
Right now we're working on... go ahead.
I was going to say, have you ever heard of the pro tennis player from New Zealand a long time ago named Ian Crockenden?
Ian?
Ian, sorry.
No, I've never heard of him before. No. We know Roger Federer, though, from Switzerland. And Julia has good friends that play like professional young leagues and stuff like that.
Yes.
So yeah, but it's really cool. So videos that we have coming up, just so you guys know, the next ones to expect I'm working on a place called the Volcanic Valley, which is, it's Waitamu, I'm gonna mess it up. Anyway, Volcanic Valley in Rotorua, Waitamu, I think. And it's really cool because they had an eruption of Mount Tarawera, and it literally created this like huge volcanic valley that's 17 kilometers long, if you can imagine, and everything was destroyed. And then within like, I don't know how many days, things started to regrow, and it's all like native bush there from New Zealand. And because it's volcanic, it's like things that would normally be like a little bush are like these massive trees. So it's really cool. It's really unique, and you've got bubbling waters and everything like that. So that's one of our next ones. Julia's working on a jet boat tour that we did.
Yes.
And what was the cave? Like you did this like
So
kind
then
of walk?
we went for this squeeze where it's like what the name sounds like. You squeeze through these
Walks
caves.
and stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, so those are the 2 videos we've got coming up, and then going down the rapids in a place called O'Carry Falls. So it's really, really cool. Someone's asking, when do you return to the HR? We don't know exactly our plans, but we're going to be going through only the Middle East, and then maybe we'll come through, we might come through Eastern Europe, actually going back through to Europe, but maybe just a quick stopover. So, are you leaving? The girls are leaving. Yeah, the girls just took off. Do you want to say goodbye? They just kind of like, poof, disappeared.
I just went to grab it.
They always do that.
She's grabbing an orange. All right. What kind of music do you girls listen to?
Anything really. Pop, country.
We listen to everything, like in our car. She like has like all the playlist of all the songs and stuff like that we play.
You might be in the shower singing Ed Sheeran. You might be on the road listening to opera.
Actually, that's true. We've been listening to Ed Sheeran a lot.
Yeah.
You might
And
be
Sean.
in the living room listening to country. So it all depends.
We might be doing TikTok to country music like we did in Lake Tekapo.
When the sun goes down
On my side of town.
I know something.
Okay, yeah. If you want to check out our
Close
TikTok,
to
check it out. It's
my
Growing Up
door.
WB. We have lots of fun TikToks. And the other day it was really funny because I had my phone plugged into the car to charge it. And all I had was TikTok sounds on my phone, so I just kept playing TikTok sounds.
It was only like 10 seconds of the song.
Basic
Yeah.
Fishing has to leave, but thanks for answering your questions. Hope you ladies have a great week. Stay safe. Look forward to your next live.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. Malcolm says, I think you're going to miss New Zealand.
Oh,
Whoa,
yes.
big time. I think we're going to absolutely miss New Zealand, especially
Especially
because...
our friends.
And we're going to be posting all these videos, and we're going to be like, oh, remember that. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
gonna be
We'll
so
forever
sad.
remember it.
That's why we need to come back and make this home, so that we don't have to
Probably-
say we leave.
Our childhood / teenage years will remember the most when we're
Oh,
older,
Glenn's
yeah.
saying that Federer has 2 wives. What am I saying? A wife and 2 sets of twins, which is incredible. He also does a lot of work with Malawi, which is a country in Africa that we went
I didn't
to.
know he had twins.
And that was really cool
Me
to see
neither.
what they do there for the kids and the schools and stuff like that. Love the first Rotorua video. Huge transformation from your dessert video. Hee hee. That's funny, John. Just reading. We're so much fun. The girls are a lot of fun to hang out with, I must say. We are blessed to have 3 wonderful daughters.
That is a
and-
good thing.
Yes, they do. Can I actually do a plug-in for their geography class? Because the girls did this like geography made fun course. And if you guys want to have fun and learn geography, well, here, just watch this.
Hi, we're Growing Up Without Borders, and we've been to 98 countries.
And I've been to 99 countries.
And we're going to teach you geography in a fun way.
From our perspective.
Today we're visiting Zagreb, the capital of Croatia.
Edinburgh, Scotland.
And I would like to welcome you to El Tunco, El Salvador.
We are visiting Seville, Spain.
Zermatt, Switzerland.
Jeffreys Bay,
South Africa.
Granada, Nicaragua.
Today we're visiting Baden from the 1800s.
Bled, Slovenia. Bacalar in Mexico.
Tikal, Guatemala. Hopkins Bay, Belize. San Jose, Costa Rica.
I'm Julia. I'm Chloe. And I'm Angeli. And we're going to be teaching you geography, a fun version through our perspective. So here's a few things that we will be seeing in the videos. We'll be talking about the food, the culture, the landscape, their flags, their money, and all sorts of different things. You'll be receiving 1 to 2 videos every month.
So now let's get started on our very first class.
So there you have it. Those are geography courses. We do things like talk about, food, landscape, money, all that.
It's really fun. They have a lot of fun. We're going to actually film a couple more in this house because we've got a really cool backdrop.
They take a while. Like, I remember, like, some of them take hours, and then...
Well, yeah. It's good.
But they're good. Yeah. So, Malcolm says we would welcome you as full-time Kiwis. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. That's really nice. That's what I mean. There's not many countries where people are like, yeah, we'll welcome you in as family. Like, that's very rare. So that's really nice. So John is asking, he's planning a trip to Turkey, and where are our favorite spots? Well,
along the coast.
Yeah, the coastline. So we drove from a place called Antalya all the way along the coastline for a good, maybe I would say 2 hours. Yeah. And there's like little places along the way, quite touristic-y. Like there's a lot of people from the UK that go there. And it's really fun to also definitely visit Istanbul to get like the city vibe and see that. But I really like the coastline. It's spectacular. It's absolutely beautiful.
A cool story as well. So we went to the island of Cyprus. Very quickly, Cyprus was cool because we stayed, I love this place because we had a hot tub. We watched Sunshine on Leaf, which is a really good movie because it had like all the "And I Will Walk 500 Miles," all those songs. And also a big highlight was McDonald's because they had like this family deal. I don't know why. Well, I was young and it was like really cool. But all to say is we went to Turkey on the other side of the island. And the guy was like, "Oh, do you want some Turkish coffee?" And then he got us like a really nice taxi. So they were really sweet.
That was actually the border control guys too.
Yeah.
Like they were really,
they were just
really
like,
nice.
"Oh, welcome to Turkey." And yeah.
Chloe can't wait to leave New Zealand. She has to roll her eyes when you're talking about getting a visa. Ha ha ha.
It'll be nice to go home.
Aw. Really? Yeah. She wants to be home. It is nice to be home. You were just babies. Yeah, they were so small. Like when we started traveling with them, and if you see any of our past videos, you can see how young they were. But I mean, that was even like, we only started our channel in 2017. Like the trips before then, like we didn't document it all, right? Now when we go places, we specifically film and, you know, showcase it all. So very cool.
Where would you rather live, New Zealand or South Africa? New Zealand for sure.
100% New Zealand.
South Africa's just dangerous. But I do love South Africa. Like, I'd go and visit again.
South Africa is nice to see and visit, but it's one thing to be a tourist, and then it's another whole other ball game when you live. A lot of countries are like that, you guys. When you go there and you're visiting as a tourist, everything's so beautiful and so nice. But then when you have to live in certain places, when you get into politics or trying to get permits or different things that you might, or work or, you know, all of that, it's a different ball game. So a lot of countries, you know, when we say, "Oh, we love it," it is. It's nice to go, but yeah, if you had to be there long term, so definitely New Zealand over South Africa.
So if you're just tuning in now, we are in Queenstown at the moment.
Yep, we're in Queenstown. We're growing up without borders.
And if you guys want to see us last time here, go check out our other videos. We did Family Lockdown Boogie. You can see what we did in lockdown the first time. You can see our lives from this couch.
Ma was asking, do we get recognized in public? Well, yesterday, actually, I was talking to a guy, and then he was asking where we're from. I was like, "Oh, we're from Canada, blah, blah." And he goes, "Oh, do you guys have a vlog?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "We go under Growing Up Without Borders." He goes, "You're Growing Up Without Borders." He's like, "My wife follows you guys." And then,
so guys,
anyway, he called his wife, and then, it was kind of cool.
If you guys see us walking around, please come up to us.
Because we see people, the girls have said sometimes at the grocery stores, they'll see people like double take. And no one really says anything. But if you guys do,
it's very rare that we've had people like do the kind of look, and then they'll talk and then look, but then they don't go up to the girls, and then so they're like, are they talking about us or do they know us? And then sometimes people will be like, "Oh, you guys have a YouTube channel, right?" And then we'll be like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, I've seen your videos," or whatever. So yeah,
if you see us, definitely come up because.
But yeah, it's more fun if you like say hi. So if you're watching, and then say hi.
Yeah, and then it makes us wonder as well how many people know us but don't say anything, and we're like, "Oh."
Yeah, you better behave in public.
I was just like,
funny. Definitely go check out Cyprus and the coastline. After. Oh, cool. Yeah, let us know how your trip went. It's amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. Make sure you go shopping for really good shoes because they have the best quality of shoes. A lot of shoes that are made in Turkey are all leather, and if you're needing a leather bag or a laptop case, like they have so many shops and just beautiful, beautiful quality things like that. So definitely go with that in mind. And like, you know, shoes, like I'm talking good pairs of shoes here that you would buy for like maybe $100, $200. Over there you could probably get for like 20, 30 euros. So you'll be good to go.
Henley is saying New Zealand language is so hard to speak. Think it's called Maori. So yes, they speak fluently English. Of course, they speak fluently English. It's English here and Maori, so they have it half and half.
Some people actually will say to New Zealanders while they're traveling, they'll say, "Oh, your English is really good," and they'll be like, "Yeah, thanks." You know, like people don't actually realize
English
that New Zealand is English.
Maori, yeah. So
We have Yannick from south of France. Bonjour, vous venez d'où de la France? Hier, j'ai vu quelqu'un, elle venait de Aix-en-Provence. Alors, vous venez d'où? That way we'll know. Cool. South of France is beautiful, beautiful,
Oui.
beautiful. Are you leaving because New Zealand is opening their borders to the rest of the world in November? Joshua, I didn't know this. We are going to be leaving because our visas run out. So,
yeah.
And then we have an event that we need to get to in December. Plus, we have other plans, you know, obviously to continue going. And with the vaccine rollout, countries seem to be doing really well, and things seem to be okay. The only trouble and thing that concerns me a little bit is that even though you're fully vaccinated, you can still get COVID, and then you wouldn't be able to board the plane, and then you'd have to go into quarantine. So all of that makes me a little bit uneasy because
I heard my dad talking this morning about a story. So our
friends got
Texas.
COVID. I don't know that they were vaccinated though. Maybe they weren't, but they all got COVID. Yeah. So anyway, that could be a bit of a challenge. And then the cost of doing PCR tests every time, you know, when you land, and then 3 days later, and then depending on the country and all that, it's going to be a little bit trickier. Travel's not going to be the same. And then honestly, like here we have such freedom. We don't have to it's just everything's still open, and other countries have a little bit more restrictions depending on where you go. So yeah, we will see. And I know a lot of countries, like I was saying to Tyler, I'm like, can't we just go to like an island with fast internet, you know, and just pump out like our videos and just relax for a little bit before we go full time again? And we were like, well, Thailand's closed. Oh, Bali, oh, you can't get into Bali. And then all of a sudden,
New Zealand's like that.
He's like, well, New Zealand's an island and we have fast internet.
And it's becoming summer soon.
Yeah. But anyway, no, all joking aside. So yeah, we will be leaving for those reasons. So yeah. Tyler, Ezekiel's saying, Tyler, you don't appear in the videos. Yeah, man, like, where are you? Get in the videos. I can't get them in the videos, so sorry.
Who is the troublemaker?
Who's a troublemaker? So we don't have troublemakers, but I would say who's the one who's more mischievous and would maybe do more pranks? Definitely Angelique. Angelique and I would be that, like, the ones that would, you know, go prank somebody or do something silly. Yeah, we had fun. Like when we travel, sometimes the girls will like go push random strangers into the pool. Like in Nicaragua. It's fun. Yeah. I love your all positivity. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello from the US of Ohio. Chester saying, hello. Nice to see you here. All success. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, our channel's starting to take off really nicely. I know all of you guys, Mohammed, you're probably watching somewhere from, I'm not sure where in the Middle East, but a lot of people are discovering our channel over there and giving us heaps of like warm welcomes and sharing love and subscribing, and it's just unbelievable. So that's amazing. I was contacted by the Omani news, like their main newspaper, and they asked us to do a bit of an article for Oman, so that's really cool. So we're starting to get some traction from our videos over there, so that's nice.
Someone said Italy is by far the most beautiful country in the world. It has everything you'd ever want, and then some. Italy.
I was thinking about that.
It is a nice country, but
I woke up thinking about Italy this morning. This is interesting that you're saying that, because if you look at Spain, it's beautiful. I love it and everything like that. But Italy has that uniqueness of the buildings and all the different colors, and it's really, really pretty, right?
But I feel like Italian is a whole new language, and maybe the Italians like to be Italians.
They don't learn English. Yeah, so it's not
harder.
It's harder because you don't know Italian.
Spain feels more open, you know what I mean?
And you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
But you can learn Italian if you went.
True.
Oh, okay, Yannick's saying where they're from. From Arizona. Moved to France half a year ago. Oh, that's so cool. So you're learning French then. That's a big shift, Arizona to southern France. Wow.
Do you guys do any sport or love watching any sport? So, it depends on where we go. Sometimes we'll do surfing, horseback riding. I don't know if it's somewhat sports, but it's not like we're in a sports team. And we don't really watch sport either.
Yeah, we're not really like
Like we'll watch like, you know, FIFA and the world, like when those are going on, or
the World Cups, like the
Olympics
major ones. Usually like when we're in Europe, we'll watch more
Yeah.
football and stuff like that.
But it's not something we really watch. We don't play it on TV and we're into it, you know?
Yeah, like it's not like we watch. Yeah,
No.
we don't really play the sports. Tyler doesn't really play the sports on TV either. So, Italy versus New Zealand, which one's more beautiful? I'm neutral on that. I would say they're both very beautiful
they're
in their
unique.
own unique different ways, right? So obviously, if you're going to Europe, it's Europe. So.
And there's nowhere else like New Zealand. Like if you guys come here, you'll see like the forests and stuff. It's not like Italy. It's really different. So it's hard to say.
Depends on what you're looking for, but so you have to go visit both.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Who's the nicest YouTuber you've met? We've met a few YouTubers actually.
Drew Binsky.
Karen Nate.
Yeah, and I really, so we met Drew in person, spent some time with him, and we still keep in touch with him.
Yeah.
He's got a big YouTube channel, and because we got to know him and we still keep in touch, he's sincere and
nice,
true.
yeah.
Like he's just authentic. Yeah. Authentic is the word. And then other than that, like Walter's World, so we met Jocelyn and
Online.
Mark online, but we
Yeah.
still keep in touch, and they're just really nice people. There's another family called the Norpin South, and
They're very nice too.
Yeah, I talk to her all the time. She's really sweet. And
Yeah.
so, but there's not really many.
There's a lot of them we know as well online, but we have to go and see in person. That'd be really fun to go see.
Yeah, but there's not too many that we've actually like connected with that we talk all the time too. So yeah, here you go. Venice is just so different. Yeah, Venice is
It
really
is
unique.
very
That's a really cool spot to go. The New Zealand national anthem. Have we learnt it? No, but we've heard it before.
Maori, and there's Maori in English, and it's like God defend New Zealand and the Free Stars.
Defend New Zealand. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's beautiful. I enjoy it. I have friends that are like, "Aw," but I like it. It's nice.
It's like a prayer. It's
Can you
really
speak Arabic? No. Assalamu alaikum. And that's all we know. We don't really know anything. And then we were trying to get our friend, we were trying to prank our friend.
To say I love you instead of saying thank you.
Habibi instead. Yeah, we were like, this is how you say it. It's Habibi or something like that. But no, we don't speak Arabic. We'll have to learn
a few phrases.
A few words before we come back. ¿Hablas español? Sí. Nos hablamos un poquito de español. Sí. Are there any nasty snakes and spiders in New Zealand? Yes. Someone asked me the same question a week ago. They were like, oh yeah, is it like Australia? Here's the shocking thing.
Nada.
There's nothing here that's going to harm you. There is
one spider that is like a poisonous one, but no one ever sees it. And it's like in the caves in like some near the Coromandel. It's like you never see it basically.
Yeah.
So there's nothing.
You can go what they call tramping, which is like hiking here, and you can go all through all these beautiful trails. New Zealand is known for the great walks. So I'm not sure how many great walks they have. If you're from New Zealand watching, can you comment?
The only thing that can get you is a possum, and even our friends. One of our friends took a possum and they whacked it against a tree and like threw it back and forth. So
a possum will not hurt you. A possum is like really small, so you have nothing. Yeah, you have nothing. You might have the only other thing that you might encounter if you were doing a walk in the middle of the nature somewhere is a wild pig, like a boar. But no.
Or you might get attacked by a cow. That's about it.
If you're walking through, sometimes there are nature trails, go through paddocks of cows, and we were chased. Angelique was chased by a cow, and so was Tyler, which was really funny. Have you traveled to Romania? Tina's asking that. Yes, Tina, we did. Did we do videos on Romania? No.
No, not yet. We have some funny stories there and some really cool experiences.
The girls were maybe 6, 8, 9 or so, around those ages, and that was before we had a YouTube channel. We went twice to Romania, and it was really, really nice. It was beautiful countryside. And it was really unique, a really unique country to see.
Okay, so what I loved about Romania is we stayed at a horse ranch, but the guy, was he from America or was she from America?
She was American and he was Romanian.
Okay, and it was an amazing ranch basically because every single room was a different state of the U.S. Then the bar had like these saddles you can sit in, and it was so cool.
They themed it like a Texan ranch in the middle of Romania.
We somehow went under there as if we were part of the camps. We had like the meals and everything. It was really funny.
It was really nice.
I loved it.
Glenn's asking if we know Casey Neistat. No, but you know what? It's crazy because this is, okay, I'm a little bit embarrassed to say this, but I didn't realize he made travel videos because the only videos I saw from him were him sitting in his like his work studio kind of thing. So I never realized that he did travel videos until the other day I was talking to someone and they were like saying, oh yeah, he does travel things. I'm like, what? So then we started watching some of his stuff and we were like,
really good.
Whoa, this guy is so good. No wonder why he's so well known. Like the way he does his shots, and he's like he makes it like cinematic with, you know, all his shots and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Very cool guy. Maybe one day we'll meet him. But yeah, that was really cool.
One of my favorite videos of his is the suit one. I like to rewatch that one because basically it's like 17 different ways to travel in style. But he went everywhere with the suit, which was really cool and funny.
John's saying we should do like a series, like all the different little clips. We should like put all of New Zealand together in one video of like the highlights or something like that. That might be a really cool thing to do for sure. Mohammed says, come to Iraq. Okay, cool. Not sure when we'll make it there, but yes, we have to click off every country, so this will happen.
I will teach you some Arabic words.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
What is the safest state to visit in America?
The safest state in the U.S.?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Texas felt pretty safe.
Did
it? It's
it?
big.
No way. Like all those massive cities, they wouldn't be safe.
No. But like Fort Worth and Denton. I don't know. It's America.
Julia hasn't been to all the states, so she doesn't know. Nor have I. I would just guess out of the top of my head, Alaska. Because it's so far removed.
Probably any of those like Maine, Virginia, New Jersey. Wouldn't those all be? They're tiny. Pennsylvania.
No. Gosh, no. Oh, my.
I have no idea.
I always laugh because sometimes people in the United States, they think it's dangerous to travel to other countries. And I'm like, do you realize what country you're from? Like, you guys have a dangerous country. Like, the United States, I mean, it's not everywhere, but it is. It's like there's a lot of crazy stuff happening over there.
Yep.
Which is crazy. Play with Sunshine saying, what's it like driving on the other side of the road? And hello from Canada. Hello. That is so cool that you're from Canada. Which part of Canada, first of all, are you watching from? Driving on the other side of the road is absolutely 100% normal to me now. It just feels so normal. I don't even question it. And so it's probably going to be I'm going to have the reverse effect when I go to driving back on the right side. I'll be confused, especially with roundabouts. There's roundabouts everywhere here. So it might be a little bit tricky with my head. And I've never really struggled with that because we drove on the left side of the road when we were in Thailand and then Ireland and all over the UK. And so I got used to kind of shifting. The only thing I do that's wrong is sometimes, you know, when you go to look in your rear view mirror, when I first got here, I kept looking at this way instead of this way. So you kind of like messes with your brain a little bit. But no, it's totally normal. And actually, that's not true. When we were in Lesotho, Africa, so there's South Africa, and then Lesotho is a country within South Africa. And when we were there, I was probably tired or something, and we came out of a gas station, and I just automatically went over to the right side of the road, and a car was coming over the hill and was like looking at me like, why are you in my lane? And I was like looking at him like, why is he in my lane? So I pulled over, and I was still like totally confused by the whole thing. I was like, what is he doing? And then everyone else was like, what are you doing, Mom? It was crazy because it was like so dangerous. That was the only time that I had like an experience like that, which was really scary. So maybe that's all it takes is like one event like that. And then when you're driving the cars here too, they have in the rear of your mirror and on your dashboard it says like keep left so that you think about it. And you know when you're in a tourist area here, because they sometimes have signs on the road, like literally arrows. So when you're in Queenstown, they must have a lot of tourists. They have arrows sometimes on the road showing which way to go so that people don't get confused on which side they're driving on. Heard there are 9 or 8 great walks, John's saying. Yeah, I'm not sure how many. I know for sure there are probably 6 to 8. There's like smaller walks that they call here in New Zealand. So the great walks in New Zealand take good 5, sometimes 6 days to do. And you hike with all your gear and then you stay in these little huts. Sometimes they have organized trips where they'll drive your gear along. So they're massive walks that you can do. I even know people who have done the whole country, like walked the whole country, which is unbelievable. Then there's smaller walks are sometimes like a good 4 hours or something like that, where you can hike up and down. So they have like small great walks, I guess you can call them as well. So yeah. CB is saying, I was surprised to learn cows are very dangerous. Yeah. I didn't know cows like charged at you. I think that's a rare thing And our experience with it was quite funny because Angelique was like, this cow's, she didn't go ahead. And so when I caught up to her, she was like, Mom, the cow's going to chase us. And I'm like, no, it won't. And so we went, and it sure did. It came after us, and I had a GoPro stick like this one here, but it was like opened up, like bigger, right? Because it opens up. And I was like, go, shooing it away. And then we started running, and then we were like, oh, let's watch Tyler, because he was like farther behind us. And here he came behind us, and sure enough, the cow starts chasing him. And we were like peeing ourselves laughing. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. Okay. Yannick's saying, did you ever have experience with jellyfish? Yep. So in Australia, when we were there, we didn't go by the ocean at all because it said box jellyfish. But when we were in a place called Punto de Oro, which is in Mozambique, Chloe got stung by a jellyfish really bad. And same in Nicaragua. So that wasn't really cool at all. It really stings, but it wasn't a box jellyfish. It was just a jellyfish. And then when we just did a boat tour up in the Marlborough Sounds in here in New Zealand, and in the water you could see jellyfish like everywhere. It was just unbelievable. They were just swimming everywhere. So yeah, not really cool. What else? Just reading through. New Hampshire. New Hampshire is one of the safest places, Glenn's saying. Probably, yeah. Hawaii's safe. Yeah. Vermont is one of the safest states, girls.
Oh, is it?
Vermont's beautiful. When I was a child, I used to go to a place called Stowe, which is like a ski area. It's absolutely gorgeous.
So Dad just went up the little hill here. He says he made a video on Instagram, and you can check out the view, or he sent it to you on WhatsApp if you want to share it.
Oh, cool. To me?
Yeah.
Oh, he thinks I could just do it. Not that easy, though.
So if you guys go to our Instagram after, you can just see the view of what it's like here.
Joshua's asking, what's our thoughts on New Zealand fast food? First of all, New Zealand doesn't have many fast food places
But
compared to the
people love
US.
fast food here, mind you. Like,
Oh, yeah. Cool. Thank you, Chloe. People love fast food. As a matter of fact, like when there's like a lockdown.
when Auckland went into level 3, everyone was like going to the drive-thrus and like McDonald's and KFC.
McDonald's here has drive-through lineups
Lots of
like
people go.
around the corner. I can't believe it. It was just so weird because we're not fast food people. But here, I want to show you. This is what it looks like where we're staying.
That's above up on the hill, yeah.
Yeah, that's just above us. I would show you our view. Like I would flip the camera and show you the view, except for if I do, the cable's finicky and I'm going to lose the connection, so I don't want to do that. Or else I would. But check out our Instagram stories. We'll post like a whole bunch. There's still snow on the mountains, and we can see the whole mountain range in front of us, the Remarkables.
So back to fast food. Even like with the youth group, we go every Friday night to McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like for senior nights, it's fun. But yeah, fast food here is just the normal. Do they have any other Kiwi franchises that we don't know? Like maybe Meat Pies would be considered a fast food chain here.
I don't know. Malcolm's been to 28 countries and never had a problem anywhere. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's safe. You might get ripped off by tuk-tuk drivers or like, things like that. But that's just like to be expected, when you're a tourist, a gringo in some of the South American countries, that can happen. So, let's see. Live por TikTok. Ezekiel's wondering, pueden hacer live para TikTok. Can you do lives on TikTok?
Yes. People do it all the time.
Sure.
We haven't actually done one, but we can.
We could do one. We would love to do a thing where you guys decide where we go for the day. So we do it on Instagram, and then we just post, and then you guys tell us, do we go right? Do we go left? Do we go to this place, that place?
Yeah.
We should do that.
East, west, north, south.
We should do it here because it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Who knows where we'd get to? We might get all the way to Invercargill.
Yeah, and in South Africa, they pumped the gas for you. That was so weird.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about
Everywhere
that.
in South Africa, they still pump the gas. We had that growing up back when I was a child, in the 80s and stuff. They would pump gas for us as well at the pumps. If you get sick and go to the hospital in New Zealand, do you get a bill afterwards? Okay. In New Zealand, they have something called ACC, which is for accidents. If you have an accident in New Zealand, it is covered under their insurance policy that the country has in their taxation system, so you wouldn't. However, if you go, for example, to do blood work, or you just need to go do a checkup or whatever, it's out of your pocket when you're a traveler. So
Yeah.
Hopefully that answers your question.
Mohammed says, do you have Insta? Yes, we
Yes.
have Insta. Growing Up Without Borders.
Yes, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, what else? Facebook. We're all over. We're mainly predominant on Instagram, and on YouTube is where we're more
And
active.
TikTok. Like, I try to post often. It just depends.
Yeah, true. TikTok, but we don't really talk as much. But if you really want to talk to us, let me just show you this. So this thing here, this is Discord. And Discord is a new kind of, it's a server that we have access to. And if you join Discord and you find our Growing Up Without Borders, which maybe Tyler can put the link, basically you can connect with us afterwards and have conversations and stuff like that. And we've broken it out into different countries and topics and stuff like that. So it can continue the conversation more in depth after in between our lives. So there
I've
you go.
not seen a jellyfish in person before, Dovana says.
Donovan. Ooh, cool.
In the
Jellyfish
Marlborough
are,
Sounds, you actually see a lot of jellyfish. Like when you're on the boat, you saw so many.
yeah, they're kind of like
They're
clear, see-through, gooey, and if they touch you, it stings really bad.
Some beaches are full of them. Like in Florida, sometimes you'll have that. It's like the time of season, and they'll be like everywhere. Mozambique was the same.
Yeah, everyone's saying the view is gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful? And Tina is asking where we're staying. We are in a place called Queenstown, which is on the South Island, quite far south. And it's very mountainous all around us. And there's crevices where you've got these valleys and rivers going through. It's just stunning, stunning, stunning. It's the Aspen of New Zealand without it being fluffity fluff. Like Aspen is really like billionaires, millionaires, and everything's super overpriced. Queenstown is like Aspen, but low key.
Yeah.
And it's still,
Queenstown as well, though, out of all New Zealand, is probably the more luxe and more hush.
like they have like
still.
they still have like posh stores like what's
Louis
that one?
Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. They have a Louis Vuitton
I know.
store. But yeah, for the most part, it's more relaxed.
It's still Kiwi.
It's still Kiwi.
You'll still see people wearing barefoot and shorts.
Yeah. You're welcome, Glenn. He's saying thanks for sharing. You're most welcome. Kiwi Grunt is saying, glad you made New Zealand your home. I'm a vet, served alongside my northern brothers and sisters over 22 years. Sheriff and, oh, cool. Quality of food versus U.S., freshness and price. Okay. If we talk on that a little bit, so the quality of the food in New Zealand is by far superior in the United States. First of all, if you take the United States as a whole and then the rest of the world, I would say, I don't know the percentages or the numbers, but so many countries, what you have as food in the U.S. is actually illegal in other countries. So you take mac and cheese, simple kids meal. Mac and cheese is like, comes in a package like that, for those of you who don't know. It's orange cheese, which is like weird.
And
to
sure,
begin with.
you can get healthy options as well, like Annie's. But
Yeah, you can get healthy options.
The typical one.
But in the UK, that is banned.
Yeah.
And it's probably because of the coloring or I don't know what they put in it. But
I feel like even the apple juice.
apple juice in the US is like not... They put things in the United States that they
That
don't
doesn't
do.
make sense, yeah.
Same with hormones in food. Same
Corn
with...
syrup instead of sugar.
And then the quantity size. Like here, a super big bag of chips is only about this big. Even Canada is like these massive bags of chips. So like it's just like the
and then
portions.
your like burritos are like...
Yeah, like a burrito at Chipotle in the U.S. Chipotle's amazing, by the way.
Very good.
It's like a fast food joint for Mexican food, but the burritos are massive. Like you can't possibly eat a whole thing, and people do, and that's the problem. I think your stomach grows, and then you just naturally grow because like you start overeating, and then you're always feeling full, and it's just like the portion sizes are totally off. And the quality is different. Like, for example, if you're in Ireland, when you're shopping in a supermarket, you get a piece of meat and it says on the piece of meat, oh yeah, it's from this farm and blah, 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 blah. And you can literally see where that piece of meat comes from. In the United States, they like, you know, everything's like production, like, you know, cows in like stalls and like nothing's like these natural cows like it should be. So in the US, it's about profit and the company's making money and they don't care and mass produce and feed everybody junk.
There is food in America that I absolutely love and I do miss.
And there is good healthy options.
Like I do miss Annie's mac and cheese and I do miss Goldfish and like the crackers and stuff. I know they're kids. Well, when we were used to live there when we were young, so we love that stuff. And
but
then
on a whole, like just on a whole, but you can get options in
and
the
then you
US.
can get like
that
these
are
ice
super
cream
fresh.
sandwiches, which were really good and like, you know what I mean.
The thing about the US, when you talk about food too, I should state that it's not all like that. You can get all the vegan options. Like if
Yes.
you're vegan or
It's
vegetarian,
really good.
you've got a huge variety of options.
It's the land of abundance, so it's easy to be eating whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So I should be careful what I say. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to all the hormone and
Even
stuff
like
that.
Cheerios over there is really good compared to here.
Yeah, well, they use, like, high fructose corn syrup and versus sugar. But, yeah, the Cheerios here don't taste the
Cheerios
same.
are different.
And same with those chips. What are those chips called? Those orange... The orange...
Doritos? Oh,
crunchy-
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Those taste different here.
They
So like
taste
things
different.
like that are different, you know?
Like, the Cheetos in the U.S. taste
Better.
way better, but they're probably not as healthy for you.
Yeah. You know?
Cool. All right. Oh, Tyler put up our Discord link. So join us on Discord if you want to, you know, continue the chat. We're not always as active on there like we should be because we're busy people. Outside of this, we have other stuff to do. But yeah, we try to be on there, and it's a great way to communicate. Coastline, but it only takes an hour and a half to be on the ski slopes.
Who is the oldest child in the family? I am. I'm 17. I'm the eldest.
Yep. It goes Julia, and then Angelique, and then Chloe.
What are the girls doing anyways? Angelique?
Yannick is saying on the coastline of southern France, it only takes an hour and a half to be at the ski slopes, and not a lot of places in the world have such options. Yeah, it's cool, and you have all the cafes and the bakeries and good food and markets, and it's just amazing.
Oui. Yes.
Nice. New Zealand is laid back. New Zealand is super laid back. People are laid back. It's a very relaxed society. It's less go, go, go. Stores close earlier, which helps for that. And then it's just overall, yeah, it's just a really laid back place.
New Zealand, they have white sand beaches with snow-capped mountains in the backdrop, which is really cool, yes.
It's very unique, isn't it? Yeah. The check is the mail, Mom. The Chipotle. The check is in the mail. Huh? What? I don't get it. Chipotle management team. Oh, you mean for doing a shout out to them? Yeah. Well, we miss it. Like we miss Chipotle, so we try to make our own, you know. But like in the U.S., like we eat there all the time.
There was this one restaurant in Florida we absolutely loved. And it closed down.
I think it went out of
recently.
business with COVID.
Oh, it's horrible that it went out.
What was
but
it
it was
called?
sweet tomatoes.
Sweet tomatoes.
It was so cool because it's like buffet style. So first you enter and you get this whole salad. You can put whatever you want. Amazing salads. Then you can go and you have soups and mac and cheese and pizza.
It was all about
and ice cream. It was like
yeah.
a lunch, but it was really good.
Really
We
good
loved
price
it.
and really healthy and really yummy.
That was one of my favorites, as well as Chipotle. There's so many good restaurants. That's why I love America as well, for the restaurant dynamic.
Tina, thank you for backing me. Tina's saying I'm telling you nothing but the truth. It is true, but I mean, there are stores that you can get healthy options, but
Yes.
they're also expensive.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the food. When you're in the US and you want to buy like something that's healthy, it tends to be more expensive than other countries. Like if you're in Europe, so back to Yannick who's watching in France, you can get healthy options for normal pricing. And I feel like that when you're in the US, if you want to eat good, you're always having to read the labels and then you're having to spend so much more than you would. So it's not fair because the people, who are just living their normal lives, well, what are you going to do if you have to feed a family and you're on a budget? You're going to go with the unhealthy, cheaper options because that's what happens, and then it just doesn't make for it's just not good.
There was this one restaurant called Drunken Monkey in Florida, which had all these vegan and vegetarian options. That was an amazing place.
Yeah, that
for
was
eating healthy.
So cool.
Like we had like beet soups and all these different varieties, broccoli, cheese, and.
But like for example, if you're in Poland, you just go. You can have a beet soup there, and it's so much cheaper, and it's so
mushroom
healthy.
Crepes,
and you can just get it anywhere. It's just normal. Yeah. Like just look at. Anyway, we can go on and on about it. We became scientists when we were living there. We were always like looking at the back and reading all the labels.
Yeah, we became vegan for a bit.
Yeah. Anyway, we went over the top. Mac and cheese is always my weakness, along with rolling rock. What's that? Don't know what that is. How are you guys finding school in the U.S. versus New Zealand? Their daughter's looking to go to university in the United States.
Oh.
Ooh, you'll probably get a really good education.
Yeah. America loves education.
It's a business, right? So it's a big business over there. But I still think it's a good option.
Yeah.
How do you guys find school? Because they only experienced it at a young age. They were going to a private school in Florida.
And it was very academic driven. But now we've gone, school in Switzerland was really nice. Homeschool's really relaxed. And now we do CGA, which is really cool because we have that structure. But
Yeah, you're getting a lot more homework now, and it's a lot more.
But I don't have as much homework because I'm just doing economics and psychology. But you still have homework, yes.
Yeah, and it's hard to answer your question because you're talking more about university and stuff like that, and depending on which university and what type of courses and stuff like that. But overall, like the school system here is really well done. I think it's more balanced and more, just more balanced for the overall wellness of the child.
You can tell as well, like for example, the first year you go for free because then that way you can see if you really like it and if you really want to do that. You know what I mean?
Donovan, you just said congratulations on reaching 60,000. Are we seriously at 60,000 subscribers right now? Are we? Or are you just saying we're almost there? How do I tell? 15.
We're almost there.
We're close. Okay, so you're like preempting like the getting there. Thank you. I think we're going to be there in the next week or so, hopefully. Yeah, that's awesome. And once we're at 60,000, then we're closer to 100, and then once we're at 100, we're close to 150. Does it ever end? You're always striving for more, right? But yeah, that's cool. It's really exciting because when we came to New Zealand just not too long ago, we were only at like 30,000 subscribers. So we did a big milestone of 50,000 subscribers where we made our volcanic cake, and then now we're going to be at 60, and then we'll do another celebration at 100. So
this is where you go back to Arrowtown while you are nearby, lived there for 4 years and miss it. I'm not sure.
Well, we should go for a nice drive. Today's a beautiful day. The skies are blue, so we should probably go for a drive, a hike, a walk. We got to get some work in, and yes. So I think, why not? We'll probably go somewhere. I think we're going to go for a walk around the Shotover River kind of area and do like a little walk, or maybe go up the Remarkables, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The minimum hourly wage is 20 in New Zealand. Is that a question or is that a statement? I think you're right. I think that's true. White beaches, have you ever seen? Wow, yes.
Whitest beaches you've ever seen.
Oh, the whitest beaches we've ever seen were in Florida, Siesta Key, which was a beautiful one, and then Zanzibar, which is in Africa, in Tanzania. Zanzibar is like an island off of like there.
Those two for sure.
And they have like these beautiful white sandy beaches. Where else?
There was one other place, I feel like.
Well, there was a place in Spain that we were at called La Manga. And it was like a peninsula off the side, and it was all beautiful beaches there. But I don't think it was like that white sand. I think it was beautiful.
In Mexico, in like Cuenca, Cancun. No, I don't know.
Cuenca.
I was like, wait, what?
Cancun, had nice beaches like that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think, I can't wait when we go back to Florida one day. I'm not sure when that will be, but Siesta Key is a really beautiful beach there. So beautiful. What is the hourly rate? Okay, guys, comment below. What is the hourly rate in the U.S. versus New Zealand? Okay, you got to understand, too, you can't, everything's more expensive here, so it's all relative. When you look at countries, but overall, especially if you can, remote work or stuff like that, there are some countries that make it a lot more affordable to live in, but I'll let you all comment and let us know. Healthy food is always more expensive anywhere you live. Yeah. Yes and no. But when you're in Europe, you can get olives. Like if you're in Spain, you can get peppers for €1 or whatever it is, cucumbers all year round, vegetables, like a head of lettuce, for example. And big in France, you get really good quality vegetables and fruits for really good price. You don't have to go out of your way to get good food and good pricing. And same with their bread. Their bread there is made with I don't know, but it's just different. You don't get good quality bread in other places, and there you get really nice baguettes for €1. Whereas for example, here in New Zealand, you'd pay at least $4. So I would say when you look at the European food options, you definitely get healthier and still good pricing, in my opinion. But yeah, here in New Zealand, you'd probably have to pay more to get good stuff. I'd like to know what subscriber number I was. Ooh, Malcolm, is there a way to find out what subscriber number somebody was? I'm not sure if you can even do that. That'd be interesting to see, right? Joshua was saying New Zealand vlogs will probably be our most popular videos. I hope so. We'll see. I'm not sure. We've got so many coming up, so that'd be really cool. I think for people who don't know much about New Zealand, which is quite a lot of the world, they don't really know what New Zealand is. Hopefully we'll be able to really showcase it and so that when people look at the video, they really know what it's all about and what it looks like. Because sometimes you'll see somebody's video online and then when you get there, you're like, oh, I didn't know it was like this, or I didn't know it was like that, because you don't really see as much as you should, you know? So hopefully we'll be able to really showcase it in that way. All right. The video has the most views, if you can remember. What video has the most views out of all of our videos?
Our differences between Switzerland and America is definitely in the top.
Yeah, I think that's
I
one of
think
the
the
top
school
ones.
as well.
Yeah, people are always interested to know the differences between countries, right? And so when we had first moved to Switzerland, we did a whole video about the differences between the two, and that has had always a lot of views on it. What religion are we? So we're Christian and non-denominational. Like we're not like Catholic or Presbyterian or anything like that. Yeah, no tipping in New Zealand. Have you seen the prices of the houses here in New Zealand? The prices of the houses in New Zealand are like really high. Really, really, really high and gone up fast. Same with like in countries like Canada and stuff like that. They've gone up super fast. So, yeah. What your most watched video? I think we just answered that.
Yeah, stores definitely closed earlier. And even like on the weekends, things will be closed like at 3 in the afternoon or something, or 2, or what is it?
Like in New Zealand, stores close really early compared to, so in Spain, everything's open very late. A lot of Europe, you can get access to everything very accessible, like all hours of the day. Whereas here, the stores close really, really early. Like Julia said, like 5 or 6 at night. The shops are all
and then on
closed.
weekends it's even earlier, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, like they don't stay open, and you might get like their version, like their Kmart or something like that, might stay up until later. But other than that, and their grocery stores obviously stay till like 9.
Well, this is just like the typical downtown stores. You know?
Like, and they have a lot more mom and pop shops here, like a lot more unique stores. So less big box stores and more unique stores, which is so nice. And so yeah. Malcolm's saying there's no tipping in New Zealand. That's true. And a lot of people have a hard time when they're traveling back overseas to other countries. They're like, I have to tip. Like just not something you do. And then for us, it's weird to not tip, you know? It's quite funny. This Tupa is from Oregon. Who is that? Oh, should I know who that person is? Not sure who that is. Anyway. Barry 48. They're 48.6%. So you guys are talking about the religion census and stuff like that.
Is
Dispu Tupa. I think you guys are talking to each other. I'll let you guys talk because I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. But yeah, cool. So I think we've been on for like a long time, and I think we should probably get going on with our day.
Almost been 2 hours.
Yeah, this is crazy. We gotta go.
Minutes.
Time for a glass of water, dude. Like, we gotta drink. How often do you travel under normal circumstances on a yearly basis? How's the movement impact on our kids? And life experience is immeasurable, probably better than any schooling. Okay, really fast on that. Well, one thing about traveling with the kids is, they get exposed to different government systems, different cultures, languages, and all that. So when you ask them, okay, like, what is it like to live in a capitalistic country? They can kind of explain. What is it like to live in a communist country? They can explain. They've lived through it. They've seen how the people are, how the people, their mentality is, suppressed countries, open countries, religious countries, all of those different things they get exposed to while traveling, so that's really cool. How much do we travel on a typical year?
So we normally, Switzerland would be our home base. We go in the summers and then we travel throughout like September to the May, April. But now New Zealand, we came here, we've been here for like 18 months, and this is becoming more of our home.
It used to be that we would like go for like 6 months or like 4 months.
But everything, it was like 2 months and 4 months, then 9 months, then now 18 months. You know what I mean? So it keeps
kind of progressed. And then how often do we move? So like we move quite fast, and depends. Like sometimes if we like a place, then we stay a little bit longer. But we typically go through like 1-2 weeks. Yeah. Sometimes a month. It depends on how we go. So we do move a lot. And how has that impacted you girls? Like the impact? I think like when they were younger, it's easier.
Yeah, it's given us world education and different cultures, which is good because then we can like appreciate things more, if you will.
But has it I think it's been good, but
And-
I think
I don't know.
I was gonna say, now that they're getting a little older, it might be a little trickier to move around so much and stuff like that. But we'll see.
Yeah, like I'm at the age soon where I want to go to school and just live my own life. But yeah, we'll see.
What food will you miss the most when we leave? For me, just the meat pies, because you can get everything. You can get access to everything. So other than pies, you don't have that.
Maybe.
Yeah. Welcome, New Zealand. If you're up in Auckland, you're welcome to come stay. Woo, thank you. Family of 4. Thank you so much. That's really
thank
nice. That's super sweet. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be passing through. I just don't know how long we're going to be here. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to wrap up because Donovan's saying because we're getting close to 60,000. Yes. We're almost there. Thank you. What's your new project for your channel? What new project do you have for your channel? Just travel, Ezekiel. We're just going to continue popping up all of our travel videos and places we've been and showcasing that. So that's still the direction we're going in. When are you going to be in the Philippines? We were in the Philippines in 2015, prior to YouTube and all that. So we won't be coming back because we're hitting up the countries that we haven't been to versus the countries that we've already been to. So yeah. Bye. Yannick's saying, a bientôt. Ciao. Nice. Originally lived in Queenstown. Cool.
Oh.
Nice. Lots of kids. Let's connect some more later next time, you guys. Thanks
for
a super
joining.
nice day. Thanks so much for joining, for being
Have a good
here.
week ahead.
Yes. Go visit Discord in that link, wherever that link was.
TikTok, Instagram,
all the rest.
works.
Yep. And we'll see you on our next live. Hopefully, it probably won't be next week because we're going to be in transition.
Yeah.
So, soon. All right.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Bye.